Hi everybody, this is Rachel Wise, CEO of educationandbehavior.com. I'm really excited you're here with me today to talk about how to use the visualizing and verbalizing strategy to improve reading comprehension. You can link to the full article at the URL below there at the bottom of the slide. Visualizing and verbalizing is a research-based reading strategy for parents and educators to utilize with children or adults who have trouble with reading comprehension. Visualizing and verbalizing was created by Nancy Bell, an expert in the treatment of language and literacy disorders. Many readers can read words and have a developed vocabulary, but still struggle to comprehend sentences or paragraphs. Visualizing and verbalizing teaches students who struggle with reading comprehension and language processing to build pictures in their minds as they listen to or read text, with the ultimate goal of being able to visualize the main idea or get the whole picture. This is called concept imagery. As Albert Einstein said, if I can't picture it, I can't understand it. Here are some signs that an individual has difficulty processing language and would likely benefit from learning about concept imagery. No response or little understanding when given verbal explanations of a concept or story. Trouble understanding jokes, repeatedly asking questions that have already been answered, missing the main idea from TV shows or having trouble guessing what might happen, only retaining a few details, difficulty understanding the cause and effect, trouble paying attention during lectures or conversations, trouble remembering or following verbal directions, difficulty making sense when talking, does not express self often or seems quiet much of the time, and can read words fluently but has trouble comprehending. When reading text, a story, etc., the information seems abstract to readers who have trouble processing language, meaning it may be unclear or confusing. When creating mental images of the text, the reader draws from their own experiences and knowledge. This is known as text-to-self connections, and the meaning becomes meaningful and concrete. This makes it easier to process the information, recall it later, and put the information into one's own words. Additionally, when asked inferential questions about the text, like what do you think will happen next, the reader can refer to the mental image, which will help facilitate their ability to answer these types of questions. So how does the visualizing and verbalizing strategy work? In visualizing and verbalizing, readers are first taught to describe real pictures presented in front of them. Once they have mastered the ability to describe real pictures, readers practice describing objects they have seen in their own life that are not directly in front of them, like their house, a pet, or a piece of jewelry. The teacher asks the students several probing questions to help them describe familiar or personal objects in vivid detail. After students can accurately describe familiar or personal objects, they are taught to create mental images of simple sentences, paragraphs, and eventually the whole text. The teacher or parent guides the reader to process language visually and express their images verbally by asking probing questions about what they imagine from the text. Research suggests that both sides of the brain need to be stimulated and engaged in order to make sense of reading, and that is exactly what this process does. This presentation highlights the foundations of the visualizing and verbalizing strategy. You can find more specific instructions on teaching this technique in the Visualizing and Verbalizing Manual by Nancy Bell, which can be found on Amazon or other online stores. Again, this is Rachel Wise, the CEO of educationandbehavior.com. Thanks for learning about visualizing and verbalizing with me. If you like this video, please share and subscribe.